I was almost going to say, welcome back to the Integrateness Podcast with Jason and Jolene. But it isn't just any episode of the Integrateness Podcast with Jason and Jolene. It is the second annual Drunken Christmas Party episode of the Integrateness Podcast with Jason and Jolene. I'm Jason. And that's Jolene. Bringing the belch back with a vengeance after last year.
Sorry, that was weak because I am not drinking as carbonated of a drink as I did last time. But how many times we should go back and I should have to drink for the amount of times I burped in last year's episode? That was like the talk of the episode, wasn't it?
It was a lot. It was a lot.
It was so uncontrollable. And when I get really excited, I think I swallow more air.
Oh, for sure, right? And it was the first time we'd ever recorded live together. Up until that point, it had always been done over Zoom.
No, that's right.
And so we decided, no, if we do the Christmas episode, it's got to be done in person. And that started, every episode we've done since then has been done live in
Which
person.
has been so much better.
Much better. Much, much better.
Oh, yeah.
So this isn't as new an experience as last year. Because last year we were like, well, how's it going to work?
Yeah,
Live.
totally.
And we probably drank more before even getting started than we have this year. Because we were like, how is it going to work?
Yeah, this year we had to be a little more responsible. But we so enjoyed pre-drinking with you guys. And I hope you had a chance to look at our little, I think it was about 40 minutes.
About 40 minutes.
On our page. It was a live that then goes as like a post on our page. And I hope you guys had a chance to watch that because it was funny. Jason is sporting a Christmas sweater as his gift this year.
Yes, thank you for that.
Yes, and you got to actually watch. Like, you healed a wound there, Jason.
Did I?
Yeah. So I had talked to Jason about, when things happen in the past and we have a chance to heal and go and do things differently. I don't see you kicking a Santa across the room right now. I don't see you telling your boss to go fuck himself, right? So this year I was
that was still a great moment. I really like that moment.
Yeah, when I bought you the sweater, I was like, I really hope I'm not re-wounding this whole, let's dress Jason up in Christmas cheer. And I was like, I think he is more healed and happy with his place of employment, i.e. self-employed. And I think this is going to be a new experience for you.
It could be.
See?
It's good. It's quite comfortable. If I wasn't wearing a Henley under this, it'd be quite comfortable right now.
Yeah, just wait until your family sees you walk up the stairs later.
Oh, Griffin, I know exactly. He's going to swear. He's like, Dad, what the fuck?
I love it. I love that you just said your son's going to say what the fuck, but you wouldn't swear on the podcast for that.
Isn't that hilarious? I know.
Isn't that bizarre?
That is, I don't understand.
We can say fuck here.
We can. We are not ruled.
Especially in the Drunk Christmas episode.
As we eat trail mix?
No, nuts and bolts.
Nuts and bolts.
Nuts and bolts. I made some spicy nuts and bolts.
Oh,
This is ranch flavored. It's different, eh?
I just got a spicy one.
It's got a little kick.
It does.
Right? Yeah. Because I got a little kick. Hi-ya!
All right.
And we also have some toffee
Fay.
I cannot say that word, but it is Jason's favorite holiday treat.
Yes. It is
Toffee
very good.
Fay. Yes?
Gotta watch how many I eat, having just recovered from stomach flu.
I gotta watch how much I eat because it sits in certain areas of my body and decides to take up permanent residency.
So last year we answered a bunch of questions from our listeners. This year we're doing kind of the same thing. Plus you got something else you were gonna.
Yeah, we had some extra questions that were sent, and as we answer the questions, I am actually gonna scribble them out. So
we did a few already.
Funny story. I printed them out. I was gonna cut them up, put them in the bowl like last year, but then once I got here, because I wanted them to be a surprise, so I didn't look at them. Once I got here, I was like, oh crap, they're double-sided on the page. I can't cut them.
Nope.
Oh, excuse me. There it is.
There it is.
Okay. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. That's the only time I'll really apologize because it will get excessive after this. And then really, sorry is just pointless at that point. Kind of like when you just keep screwing up and, right?
I just can't stop.
Sorry means nothing at that point.
Nothing.
Okay. So we do. We have some random questions here. We got some pop quiz, okay? So, nice little easy one to ease in, Jason.
All right.
Here, I'm going to give you 2 pages.
Okay.
We can go back and forth.
Okay, works for me.
What did the other reindeer not let Rudolph do because of his shiny nose?
Play in any reindeer games. What?
It's join in any reindeer game.
Oh, for the love of Christ. Semantics.
I'm just kidding.
Potato.
Okay. He gets it. My turn.
All right. Which fairy tale was the first gingerbread houses inspired by?
Hansel and Gretel.
Yeah, Hansel? Yeah. Did you ever watch that? Did you watch the Bugs Bunny cartoon where they had Hansel and Gretel in it?
I don't think so.
And it was funny because it's like Bugs Bunny runs across like the woodsman because he's looking for Hansel and Gretel. He's like, do you know where Hansel and Gretel is? And the guy's like, Hansel? Hansel? Just walks off like, Hansel? Who names their kid Hansel? Hansel.
I love that just like derailed. That's my favorite part about this episode. We don't have to stay focused.
Not at all. Good. I've only slept 3 hours in 2 days, so I'm really unfocused right now, which is good.
That's right. Okay. So we're gonna answer the first few, see where they segue, and then I have an idea what we can do. Is like the most like absurd answer possible, and it doesn't even have to be correct. You just have to think of like the best, craziest answer for it.
Oh, I like that.
We'll have fun with those.
I like that.
Yeah. Okay. Where was baby Jesus born? I mean, oops, Jesus.
It was Jesus. It could be like Mexico City. Behind a Taco Bell. Jesus was born in a manger of Bethlehem.
Oh, ding, ding, ding. Jason gets it correct.
Okay, see that pen for a second?
Yeah.
To remind myself which ones I've asked too. In the movie A Christmas Story, what was the name of the... Oh, we already did that one.
Wait.
We did in the pre-show.
The bump... I know.
The bumpuses.
The bumpuses. They were eating toffee-fafes.
Toffee-fafe. And drinking eggnog.
No, milk punch.
Milk punch. How do you say Merry Christmas in Spanish? That seems way too easy.
Feliz Navidad.
There you go, yeah.
Dos cervezas, por favor?
Oh, yeah. Cuba Libre.
Actually, Jason's shirt has beer written all over it.
Right?
Yeah. And
It's
ho,
upside
ho,
down,
ho.
though. Why is it upside down?
Actually, ho is my Spanish name. Joe. Jolene.
That is not the first thing that went through my mind.
I used to always say that because you know how yisk is yisk
Jolene.
instead of jisk?
Yeah.
So I was like, my Canadian name is Jolene, my Spanish name is Jolene, and my Swedish name is Jolene.
That's awesome.
Isn't that good?
That's awesome.
Oh, I crack me up. Okay. The movie Miracle on 34th Street is based on a real-life department store. What is it?
Macy's?
Yeah.
Holy shit, I just guessed it, that one.
Wow. Good job.
Thank you.
Good. Everybody, round of applause
Round
for
of applause.
Jason.
Golf clap.
Yeah, that's almost like we had one of those special sound things that...
It was,
you
yeah,
press
the
button.
clap track or
Yeah.
whatever they call it.
Clap
Clap
track.
track. Clap
Sounds
track,
like
clap
something
track.
you need a cream for.
Yeah.
The clap track.
Yeah, the clap trap. Got problems with my clap trap.
Oh, man.
No. It's only 5 minutes in.
I know. We pre-drank.
Right,
though,
we did.
right?
We
That
got warmed up.
That was the purpose of the
We
pre-drink.
got warmed up.
Yeah. Because last year I pre-drank at home and then I had to walk over here in the freezing rain and it was a bad idea. But this year we couldn't pre-drink because we actually had to record our New Year's episode.
Yes.
Like the New Year episode. And we clearly needed to have like a sober state of mind
More
for
or
that.
less.
Yeah. So
More
we
or less.
pre-drank with all y'all in the Instagram live.
Which you can go back and watch.
Yeah, you totally
You
can.
did not see that. Where did the word and idea Christmaska come from?
Oh, come again?
Christmaka. Like Hanukkah, but it's Christmas and Hanukkah.
Oh.
So, Christmaka.
Where did the word come from?
Yeah, where did the word and idea come from?
A Jewish Canadian mashup.
No, it's the OC,
What?
which I think is a TV show.
The OC.
The
like
OC.
Orange County.
I guess so. I never watched
Choppers.
Choppers, right? That would make more sense.
The OC, huh? Interesting. But I wonder if Christmaska.
Christmaska.
Yeah. I know a girl who names like her entire birthday, and she can't now because she's trying to be like culturally sensitive and stuff. But she would add like her birthday's right around Christmas, and she would call it like the start of her name and then Uka, right? So it would be like Jasonica or Jolenica, right?
Okay, yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's clever. Right? Yeah. And she would just create a whole like month celebration or week
I
celebration.
like that.
Uh-huh.
I like that. That's good.
But then she was like, I guess I should be like more sensitive to playing around with that name, right?
Well, all the other things that have happened to the Jewish, I think that'd be pretty low on the list of things to get pissed off about.
Yeah, I know. She's indigenous though. So
Oh,
she's extra she's really trying to be respectful of that.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And good for her.
Yeah, totally. Okay. We're eating some nuts and bolts here, guys.
Yes, we are.
Sorry.
It's all good. We like the nuts.
I'm filling my mouth with nuts. What are the other two most popular names for Santa Claus?
Kris Kringle and Father Christmas.
Ooh, one more try.
Saint Nick.
Yeah.
Ah.
Ding, ding, ding. Father Christmas is a good one, though. That should be on there.
I think so.
Because I think that's just as popular.
I agree. Mm-hmm. What is the name of the last ghost that visits Scrooge in A Christmas Carol?
So you almost outed that last time I was asking how many ghosts there were. 4. I don't even... The ghosts of Christmas past. Is it the ghost of the past, the future, the present, and... I don't even know who the ghosts are. Tell me, Jason.
Well, there's like the ghost of Christmas past.
Yep.
The ghost of Christmas present. And I always knew him as the ghost of Christmas future, and that's the last one. But here they say it's the ghost of Christmas yet to come, which is just a fancy way of saying future.
Yeah. Okay.
Right? I know.
I did not get that one.
You're being picky.
Actually, you know what? I'm not even really familiar with that. I was just talking about that, though, because we have out in Armstrong, British Columbia... We have Caravans West Theater where it's like horse-drawn carriages outside and they do the theater that way. And the only time I've been there was when it was a Christmas... What was it? Sorry? Christmas Carol. And yeah, you went to 4 different scenes on the ranch and it was each of those ghosts essentially. It was really cool.
Yeah, they do good stuff. I watched other plays out there and they're all well done.
Yeah, and I remember actually that year was the exact same year that Western Canada Theater at Sagebrush did the same thing, and I was like, why have I never seen A Christmas Carol before, right? But I saw it twice that year.
And that's a good... The WCTC one was very good as well.
It was.
They did one when I was a kid, and when the one ghost come that's scary, the ghost actually lifted up in the air, but his cloak stayed attached to the floor, and he lifted way up. And as a kid, I'm like, that's awesome.
Because you were super into ghosts.
Right?
Right now, the play happening is Shrek.
Oh, that's right.
My son went with his school, and we used to have seasons tickets, my mom and her friends and I, and that was really cool. I love their Christmas plays because they're so well put on, but it was so funny. I told my son, I was like, hey, let me know if Donkey's in it, and let me know if in the morning he's making waffles. And he was like, what, Mom? So then he came back from it after, and I was like, how was it? And he was like, they said ass. And I was like, Marsh, yeah, that's what a donkey is called, is an ass. But yeah, they played on some of that humor.
Good.
That's what he took away from it.
That's awesome.
They said ass. I didn't hear anything else about the play.
That's awesome. Who could they get that could top Eddie Murphy's vocal performance in that?
Right? Yeah.
Because
I know, he was good.
Now I'm a flying talking donkey.
Yeah. Yeah, he was really good in that.
He was really good.
Okay. Elvis isn't going to have a white Christmas, but he's going to have a...
Blue Christmas.
Thank you.
Heard that song 1,000 times when I worked at Woolco back in the day. At Christmas, Woolco, that's how far back it was. And they played nothing but Christmas carols from like November 12th till like January 2nd. And so, working 5 days a week, I heard Elvis's Blue Christmas was on the rotation every 30 minutes.
Oh, you know what, though? I think that I could handle that more than the Leanne Rimes version of it. Leanne Rimes, she's a country singer from years ago.
Yeah.
And I feel like it reminds me of that blue song she has. Blue.
See, that just made my feelings ache right there. Oh.
Right? Yeah, I feel like she would have a version of Blue Christmas, right?
Ugh. Anyways. Thank you very much. Next question. Visions of which food danced in the children's head as they slept in the poem "'Twas the Night Before Christmas"?
Okay, say dances of...
Visions of what food?
Sugar plums.
Yeah.
Like, who's eating sugar plums, though?
What are they? Thing back in the day.
Yeah, my mom makes candy. Yeah, my mom makes good plum dumplings.
So it's kind of the same concept, I think. Plum dumplings.
I have to out myself, guys. I had to ask pardon because I was distracted. Surprise. With with a picture that Kevin sent of our live, and it was you putting your sweater on.
Oh my God.
Isn't that good,
That's
right?
pretty good.
Yeah, some good photos of us.
Thank you, Kevin.
It's me laughing. Surprise!
Surprise!
That's so funny. Okay. What do people traditionally put... Okay, this one, I want you to answer with a non-correct answer.
A non-correct answer, okay? All right, here we go.
What do people traditionally put on top of a Christmas tree? We can both answer this one.
Bottle of whiskey.
A dildo. Isn't that a good one?
That's a good one.
With a bottle of whiskey.
Yeah.
I mean, really, they're
You can put both
interchangeable.
up there, why not?
Both go in your mouth.
Right?
Okay, I like that.
That was good.
What do you got?
You can answer this song in the non-traditional way, too.
Okay.
This one. What gift did the little drummer boy give to the newborn Christ?
Punch in the nuts. I just turned so immature. Like, underneath all of this, like, my inner child is just this, like, little shit.
Little shit.
And honestly, guys, I was a good kid. I was like, my mom, like, finger quotes here, like, oh, you were just such a good baby. You were such a good kid. You were so shy. You kept things to yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, life changes us.
Right? Yep. Kicking the nuts, Jesus. Jesus.
Jesus. How do you like them apples?
Okay. Oh, this one, real answer. Let's see if you can remember
Okay.
this. In Home Alone, where are the McAllisters going on vacation when they leave Kevin behind?
Florida.
International.
Oh, it's international. Paris.
Yeah.
It
Whoa.
was in the second one where he gets lost
Oh.
in New York.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Well,
don't even
I got the
remember
movies
those.
mixed up in my...
Yeah, no, that's great. I didn't even know there was a second one, but there
There's
is.
like
Yeah, of course
4.
there is. Yeah.
There's 4.
Right.
Macaulay Culkin was only in the first 2, though.
Oh, who
Yeah.
was in the other ones? Just some random?
Bunch of random kids. I
Oh,
guess.
crazy. Maybe he was addicted to cocaine by then.
He probably was.
Okay.
You know what? You see him, though. He just got his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
I saw that.
And his mom in the movie, Catherine O'Hara, showed up, too.
Yeah.
But he looks the same.
I know.
Just like
Older.
bigger
body,
but his face is
like almost like
exactly
he
the
put
same.
like a filter on his face.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you know how you can age yourself on those filters?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of sad, but good for him. I think he kicked the smack. What is the best-selling Christmas song ever?
Ooh.
Ever.
I'm gonna say best-selling.
Best-selling.
Selling. I don't think people are buying Rudolph, but I do maybe think Jingle White Christmas.
White Christmas?
Yes!
By Bing Crosby.
Oh yeah, that sounds like a Eurocentric patriarch song to go in the top charts. White Christmas.
Dreaming. See, and remember I told in the pre-show?
You talked about Black Christmas.
Black Christmas. That's why they called it Black Christmas.
Yeah.
It's the anti-White Christmas.
Yeah, makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then wasn't there some beef about Mom kissing Santa under the Christmas
Oh,
tree?
there's something about that.
And then elder abuse, Granny getting run over by the
reindeer.
reindeer.
And then what was the rape song? Baby, It's Cold
Baby,
Outside.
It's
They
Cold
got pissed
Outside.
off about 5 years ago or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because all these were like written like 70, 80 years ago when we weren't that aware of. We didn't look deeper into things.
Like when we made songs about fucked up shit.
Yeah, and it was fine because shit was fucked up.
That's really funny. I have a funny story. I gotta tell it here because we're uncensored.
Okay.
Just let me regroup for a second.
All right.
I think
Jolene is
you guys
regrouping.
might not think it's as funny as I think. So, my boyfriend has a really good sense of humor, which is great because obviously I love laughing and I have a good sense of humor. So today, it was when we're recording here. It was day 9 of my Let's Get Festive series on my professional page, my business page. There's nothing professional about it. And I was like, oh, what kind of songs put you in the mood? And I talked about like the benefits of music and how we associate feelings and emotion and experiences with music. And what kind of music do you prefer over the holidays to get festive, right? And he responded with like, I can't quite remember the name of it, but it's about Betty and it certainly gets me in the mood. That was kind of his song. And we have like this hilarious inside joke that like I started this playlist and it's got all these great songs and we share, and randomly like Blowjob Betty by Too Short got thrown on there. So that's what he was referencing.
Oh my God.
And I like howled when I saw that. So I responded as if I didn't know, and I was like, oh, is it the one by Too Short? That definitely gets me in the mood. Or it's definitely a mood setter or something. So anyways, I thought that was hilarious.
That's awesome.
Yep, there you go. Things we can make songs about, right?
I think almost about anything.
Right? That was so funny.
That's awesome.
All right. Okay. I'm eating some bolts here. Okay. This one, real answer.
Okay.
In the classic Christmas movie, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the Grinch was described with 3 words. What are they?
Stink, stank, stunk.
For someone who does not like Christmas, you are nailing this. I don't know if I would have got that.
No?
I would have been like, his heart was a couple sizes too small. And
there was that,
I would and again, me in 3 words don't exist, right? Like,
was Boris Karloff did the narration for that, right? And he was a popular horror actor.
oh.
And I can just hear him saying like that, stink, stank, stunk.
That was it. You nailed it.
It sticks in your head.
Isn't that funny? So that's probably why you watched it, because you were like, whoa, if this guy is...
It's got to be good. And
right?
when you're a kid, like my dislike of Christmas didn't start really till after my dad died. Because he made Christmas for us, right? So it was a hard wound to get over. And all I wanted to do for like 2-3 years was just forget about it. But my mom, who we've talked about her frequently on the show, was like, no, you got to celebrate it for me. And so you automatically just get resentful of Christmas at that point.
Yeah.
Right?
But now you are embracing Christmas in your own way.
Blinking.
This is badass. This is great.
Blinking beer sweater. It's like something Ryan Reynolds would wear.
I like Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
He's
everybody
great.
likes Ryan Reynolds.
Yep.
Who wrote Christmas doesn't come from a store? Maybe Christmas, perhaps, means a little bit more.
Well, speaking of the Grinch, is it Dr. Seuss by chance?
It is Dr. Jesus.
What is his real name? Who is he anyways?
I don't know.
Does anybody know?
Can you let us know if you know?
Like, let us, not let us, like the green leafy.
Yeah, no, we don't want to let us. Just let us, as in you inform us with information that we've requested.
Okay. I ding, ding, ding. Good one, Jolene. You won. I drank for that. Thank you. I don't know if I'm supposed to.
I don't know either.
But I am.
I would. Why not?
Okay. I don't know. I'm going to throw this out. Okay. I would like you to give both answers, false and true.
All right.
In which modern day city was St. Nicholas born in? Modern day city.
Modern day, because there's an old day city?
I guess. Bethlehem, right? Didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Didn't
This
you?
would be old days. But doesn't Bethlehem still
But,
around?
oh, wait. That's Jesus, not
It's
St.
Jesus,
Nick.
yeah. It's not St. Nick.
Okay, you can just...
He would be somewhere in Europe. The North Pole is the real answer.
Oh, right.
I didn't think about that for a second. I don't know
Wow.
if there's a city in the North Pole, but...
Okay.
Otherwise, he sounds like a guy that would be straight out of Compton.
Okay. Almost.
Almost?
Close. Turkey. But Turkey's a country, not a city, right? It says originally Patera, not Pantera, the heavy metal band. Patera, a city in ancient district of Lycia in Asia Minor.
Sure.
I don't know. So in Turkey, okay, St. Nick, but I am pretty sure he came straight out of Compton. Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
With Eazy-E.
Right.
Yeah.
Didn't the NWA
Yeah.
come from there too?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
We know what that stands for.
Yeah, we're not allowed to say it because we get canceled.
With attitude.
Attitude. Motherfuckers. 3 of Santa's
Can we
rings.
just appreciate that Jason is wearing this flashing Christmas sweater whilst shouting motherfuckers?
Because that's who I am.
Okay. I hope you guys are following along. Are you keeping score?
Yes.
Are you answering these questions?
I hope so.
Yeah.
3 of Santa's reindeer's names begin with the...
Sorry, I'm moving in this leather chair, and it's sounding very fartish.
It does.
It is the chair.
It's the farting chair. It is not Jolene. The belching is, though.
Yes, that is.
Because the chair does not make that sound.
I will fully own that.
3 of Santa's reindeer's names begin with the letter D. What are those names?
Am I giving real names?
Yeah, it's real names.
Okay. We've got Donner,
Yep.
Vixen, and Cupid and Blitzen. Dasher.
Yep.
And Donner and Dasher. Dancer.
Yes!
Woo! Ooh, that was a stretch, guys. Ooh.
Good job.
Thank you.
Good job.
Ooh. I was sweating on that one. Okay. You were getting hard questions, Jason. I'm sorry about this because
Okay.
I'm not a movie person, so maybe you're getting the easy ones. In the movie It's a Wonderful Life, what happened every time a bell rang?
An angel got his wings.
Nailed it. Okay. False answer.
He got a dildo.
No! He got circumcised. Just kidding. Okay.
Okay, wrong answer from you
Okay.
on this one. What was Frosty the Snowman's nose made out of?
Oh, speaking of dildos.
Oh, man.
Oh, jeez. Krispy Kremes.
Sure. That's awesome.
Krispy Kreme. Funny story about that. It's kind of related, kind of not. My mom, I remember telling us a story. So we had a sandbox in our backyard when we were growing up, and there was a kid up the street, Darren, and they were, I guess, like the way like you could describe them would be like they were a prim and proper family. Like they were a kind family, really good. But like the mom, like the dad washed the car every second day, like it was always immaculate. And the mom was just, I think she was a lawyer, worked for a law firm or something. But they were very proper, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we were pretty like blue collar, right? And anyways, I remember like Darren used to come over and play and stuff. And one time my mom had told us this story later, but like, his mom was like devastated, and she, I think either my mom called her or something, or maybe she found out he had done this or what, I don't know. But he had found some maxi pads in her cabinet, and he brought them over to be bridges in the sandbox. He's like, "Hey guys, I brought bridges," because you know they fold into 3 and then they kind of stand in like this little bridge formation.
They
like
would
I
make
can
an
totally
excellent
get
bridge.
it, right?
Yeah.
And they can absorb all of the water that runs beneath, right? But anyways, I remember my mom like laughing about this because when she had like let his mom know or something, just as a funny, she was just like mortified. She couldn't believe it. But anyways,
That's awesome.
That made me think about that, like, and the kinds of things kids would think of to like put things on and do, like. I've seen so many of those little videos and stuff where, yeah, you know, if we're talking about vibrators and stuff where the kids find them and they're like, "Oh, look at this jumping bunny, Mom," right? Like, and it's like, oh my God. Yeah, no, I've had some close calls for sure. I had like, you know, your bedside table, it's kind of yours for a while till it's not. And like I had a box and my daughter was like, "How come you wouldn't let me in that box?" And she still remembers like, "How come you wouldn't let me in there?" So I very quickly moved the box, and she still is mad that I wouldn't let her into this one box. So then I emptied it out and just left it in there empty. And she was like, "I know there was something in there, Mom." I was like, "You will never know until you know."
Do you know, right? And then you'll be like, "Oh.
Oh my God. Right? Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Actually, there's a funny story about my mom finding one. I wonder if I should share that. That's a funny story. It is really funny. I don't think it would embarrass her. It doesn't embarrass me. So here we go. Let me take a drink here. It's really funny. So as everybody knows, did you just drop a nut on my foot?
Might have.
Drop a nut on my foot.
Hi-ho!
So everybody knows, like, in the last, like, quite a few years of my life, I have embarked on my own healing journey. And one of those was being on, like a sexual healing journey and just reclaiming my own self and any sexual trauma, just as a woman in this generation of, like, being in the patriarch and what pornography has taught men to treat women as their bodies and women vice versa, right? So anyways, I reclaimed a lot of myself, and especially post-kids, right? Mm-hmm. Like, getting out into the dating world, I wanted to make sure that I knew exactly who I was and like as a whole woman, right? And I never truly appreciated that ever before. So I made sure that I had really kind of healed a lot of that for myself. And it's also a big part of my manifesting process and using my womb space to create, essentially, right? And anyways, so there are periods of my of the last like few years where some things were just like more active than not. And I've always been really open that like I had a better sex life single than I ever did like married or in relationships before. And I had this one vibrator I would just like keep under my pillow because sometimes in the middle of the night I would just be like kind of like, oh my God, it's time, right? And that was a whole new experience for me because I was like asexual for years of my marriage, right? Like it just was something I was so disconnected from myself, from my marriage. There was no safety. So it was literally, I could go without sex for months and months, right? And being like an overstressed mom and all of this. So anyways, there I would keep this one vibrator like under my pillow sometimes. So I didn't even have to rifle into this box right in the nightstand and all of that. So anyways, there was one day I remember my mom saying like, oh, I've got one of these mattress toppers and it doesn't work on our bed. Like, I don't want to return it. Like, do you want it? And I was like, yeah, sure. Yeah, whatever. Right. So one day my mom's like bored and she decides like, oh, I'm going to go take this mattress topper over to Jolene's. And my mom is so lovely. Like she will do random things sometimes, like just clean the bathrooms in my house. And I'm like, oh my God, the bathroom fairy came, right? Because she just knows how like strained I am for time and stuff. So anyways, I go home and all of a sudden my bed, I feel like the Princess and the Pea. It's like fucking 10 feet taller because this mattress topper's on it, right? And I was like, oh my God, oh, Mom must have been here. She must have... Oh, fuck. So I look and I'm like, okay, this mattress topper's on my bed, which means all my sheets would have needed to come off. She would have had to remake the bed. And I'm like, oh my God. So then I lift up the pillow in the middle of the bed and I'm like, oh, good, it's there. And then I was like, oh, fuck, it's there. That means she took it off, made the bed, put the vibrator back, and then put the pillow on top. And I was like, oh, shit. So then I'm like, okay, Jolene, you can't be embarrassed about this because this is what I'm teaching my clients. Like, you know, reclaim your sexuality. It's nothing to be ashamed of. And this was part of my problem growing up is like I didn't have a healthy like communication about it, experience of it. And I guarantee my mom probably didn't for generations too, right? So there I go. I'm like, okay, you got this. You are changing generational patterns right here. Like you are a grown-ass woman, Jolene. You talk about this in your program, in your podcast. Like, mom's already heard it, right? But of course, I like turned into like a teenage girl trying to talk to my mom about sex in that moment, right? So then I'm like, text her. And I was like, hey, thanks for the mattress topper. That's awesome. Sorry about the surprise. And her response was the fucking best that I screenshotted it and sent it to my sister. Yes, Mom. And she just responded back. She's like, you go, girl. I'm so proud of you. I was looking them up on Amazon today. And I was like, yes.
That's awesome.
Right?
That's awesome.
Intergenerational change right there.
Completely.
But you know what that also did?
What?
It taught a boundary. I don't think my mom's ever going to touch my bed again.
No. There are certain things that you just don't.
Because you just don't even imagine.
You don't even, right?
Actually, what didn't that come out in one of the episodes when her underwear ended up on my table?
Yes, it did. A lot of your mom's stories end up on our podcast. I'm surprised she still listens.
And I love it because she listens, and I think it's so great. Okay, I have no secrets, guys. That's one thing. I'm like such a transparent person. I definitely have privacy, but
that's different.
I think there's so much that we can teach others through our transparency and our vulnerability of honesty.
There you go.
Okay. Moving on from the vibrator stories. What words follow Silent Night in the song?
Holy Night.
Yeah. Speaking of holy nights. We were trying to get off that topic. Okay. My turn.
Oh, yes.
Aren't these snacks just wonderful?
They're very good. Thank you for bringing them.
You know what? I usually add bugles.
Oh, yeah. I like bugles, too.
And I could not find them. I went to 3 different stores, and I couldn't find them.
I don't think they're as popular now for whatever dumb reason.
I don't know. You know what this moment right here is reminding me of?
What?
The Schvetty Balls episode in Saturday Night Live. I like these, and they're rather supple in my mouth and salty on my lips. That's what that moment was. Does anybody remember that? I don't know.
I do remember it.
Our younger listeners might not. You're like 10 years higher. Kevin and I were talking about this the other day because we were watching a Saturday Night Live episode, and I was like, these are all such new actors, and there's different generations, right? So you were probably really big in like the Dan Aykroyd,
Bill Murray, Steve Martin, Eddie Murphy. I remember when Eddie Murphy started.
So then they merged into like Adam Sandler, Chris Farley, and Phil Hartman and all of them. Yep. And then it became like Tina Fey, Jimmy Fallon, all of them. And now it's like Kenan Thompson. I don't
people
follow
I don't even
it.
recognize anymore.
I know, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was back in like the even like Kevin Nealon days too, right?
Nealon.
Like news radio.
Come on, he's
David Spade.
David Spade. He's on the Anchorman. Will Ferrell.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Oh my God, right?
That made him big.
Oh yeah.
The other day when I came back from the pub before the food poisoning kicked in, I put on Saturday Night Live, the best of Christopher Walken, because he hosted 5 times. He's one of the few that's done it 5 times.
Yeah.
So he does this recurring character called the Continental that no one would be able to do now.
Wow.
And he had it like when he was super young, and then it had it like sort of more like you kept seeing it as you got older because they picked 3 or 4 of them.
Yep.
Yeah, it was so good. And he had, of course, the famous Blue Oyster Cult bit with Will Ferrell doing the cowbell.
So I was going to say, guess what my favorite skit is,
That's
right?
the best one.
That one. So I was known as being the more cowbell girl.
Right?
And I actually went to a Christmas party back when I worked in government, and one of our workers like had a band, and she played as like the band at the thing. And I was like, I got a fever! And the only cure is more cowbell! They had a fucking cowbell.
Did they? Nice.
And they gave it to me.
Oh, that's so
cool.
And
I got to cowbell. And guess what, guys? I'm a hockey mom. Guess who has her own cowbell? Right? And it was funny because we now just have a hockey billet. We just got a billet.
Yep.
And you walk into my front door, and there is a 6-inch tape ball at the front door with 2 hockey pucks. A tape ball is all the sock tape that they make into a ball. That and a random hockey puck sitting in my door. The minute you walk up the stairs, it's my purse and a cowbell. And I was like, do you feel at home? That's awesome. I didn't even stage that shit. It just got left where it's left. Yeah. So now I have my own cowbell. I can cure my own fever.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Okay.
Okay, where am I? You are due for a
you're
question.
going to know these. You're getting all the movie ones, Jason. It must just be the page that I have. Okay. In Charles Dickens...
Charles Dicks?
Charles Penises, Dickens, A Christmas Carol.
Bruce Dickinson.
In A Christmas Carol, what was the first name of Scrooge?
Ebenezer.
Like, what kind of name is that, anyways?
It's a bad one. Bad one. Here's one with an odd name for you. What is the name of George Bailey's guardian angel in It's a Wonderful Life? Good luck. You can come up with a fake answer for this one. Because I wouldn't even know this one.
Okay, guardian angel.
Yeah.
I got your ass.
Got your ass. This is awesome.
Shaniqua, I got your ass.
Shaniqua, I got your ass.
That's her name. And she is badass. And she got your ass.
She got your ass.
What is it? What's the answer?
It's like Clarence Oddbody. Like
Clarence
Oddbody.
Clarence Oddbody. Nope. Shaniqua, I got your ass.
Shaniqua, I got your ass.
Yep. That's who it is. One of my spirit guides. Okay. I swore my maiden name is Williams, and I would watch there's like Tiger Williams in hockey, and there's like the Williams sisters, the tennis players.
Yep.
I was like, I know I'm black. And then somebody was like, well, didn't black slaves acquire the names of the white families that they worked for?
Yeah, pretty much.
And I was like, oh, my bad. Fuck.
Damn it.
Right?
Just taking all the fun out of it.
Yeah, and that was resemblant of the Polish part of me.
Yeah.
It was like, oh yeah, duh.
The Nazis and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and the Polish jokes are always like, "Oh, I meant to send money in this letter, but I had already sealed the envelope before I mailed it." And you're like, "But how could you write that?" Right? The Polish jokes.
The Polish jokes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, Polish and blonde. That is what I was naturally gifted with. Who would have thought I stood a chance? Okay. Oh, real life answer.
Okay.
Which country did eggnog come from?
Oh, that's a good one. You mean milk punch?
Yeah. Those of you who caught our live, that is the slang term for eggnog.
Eggnog. I'm going to go with Germany.
Ooh, England.
Ooh.
I would have thought Germany too. That's a good guess.
Sounds like it. It sounds like more of a German
That's a good guess. Yeah.
Yeah, from the motherland. No, that's Russia. The fatherland.
Faja.
Faja.
I
Dude.
like gold.
We are swingers, yes?
That's a keeper. What is it like to drink with us, guys? It's fun. It's fun. Okay.
In the 1964 movie Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, what was the name of Rudolph's elf friend?
Oh. He was the little guy. He was a dentist. Guys,
To be a dentist.
I wanted to say, I don't know why Kris Kringle is coming to mind, but that's not it. His name was...
Nor is it Shiniqua Igotyourass.
Ralph.
No.
Damn it. No, what is it?
Hermione.
I definitely wouldn't have guessed that.
No.
No.
I can remember he was a little dude.
I remember what he looks like and the way he talked. Like. He even stuttered at times. He would have said, "Can I have a tough
Hermione, not a chance in hell.
No, Hermione. Again, sounds like something you need a cream for.
Shiniqua Igotyourass.
Right? Somebody, yes, that is my angel. Okay. Oh, false answer.
Okay.
What are you supposed to do when you find yourself under a mistletoe?
Take another drink.
Drink and bust a move.
Right?
All right. Do you have a mistletoe?
We do not.
Oh, really?
Do not.
I have a mistletoe.
Do you?
Yeah, and it's really sweet because when I put it up this year, my son made sure he was like, "Hey, Mom," and he like tricked me under the mistletoe. Yeah, we've always had one.
That's cool. I remember growing up, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we never got one.
You need to get Jess a mistletoe.
I do need to get Jess a mistletoe.
Yes. Okay, that's on your list. I think she will think that's very romantic.
I think she will too.
And you could even collect things from your yard to make your own mistletoe, right?
Yeah, because it can just be various things.
You know what would have been cool is if you saved some of those sunflowers from your front yard before.
They're all stashed in the driveway.
You could hang their stashed.
I didn't put them in the back of the truck. I just put them at the end of the driveway.
He says they're stashed in the driveway, but really what he's meant to say is like, I haven't fucking taken them to the compost.
Basically, yeah.
So he's like, my way out of this is that I make a mistletoe and say, hey, babe, this is why I haven't done that job yet.
Right?
Right?
From a month ago.
Yes, that's gonna save your ass.
It will save my ass. Shiniqua. At work. She is both of ours guardian angel. Shiniqua got your ass.
That's amazing. Okay, so all you need, I don't need
Good God.
There's some paper, we can wrap something up, and you need to put like red ribbon around it and just hang it, like just thumbtack that shit into the kitchen, the middle of the kitchen. Yeah. Yeah. Or the living room.
There's an archway between our living room and the dining room. That'll work.
That's perfect.
That'll work.
Yeah. Yes, that's it, Shaniqua. Oh man. Okay. This is a false answer.
False answer.
These are so much funner. Which Christmas song contains the lyric, everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way? Excuse me, I even put paper between you guys and me.
That was a good one.
Okay, which Christmas song contains the lyric, everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way? Make up a song.
Merry Christmas, motherfucker?
There you go.
Right?
Dancing merrily in their way. Yep, featuring Snoop on the Stoop.
Snoop and Eazy-E.
Right. So, a funny story about Eazy-E.
Chuck D.
My friends and I, we used to, this was like, it's so funny how things were like as kids, like in time, like what we did with time. So Now that I think about it, I'm like, God, we didn't have much time at all. But back then, time felt like forever. So my friends, it was like me and my best friend, Dawn, and then her older sister, Terry. We would all like hang with like two groups of friends. Like we often hung out with the older ones. So her parents would go to a Blazer game. Okay, like what time do they start? Like 7 o'clock?
7 o'clock, 6 o'clock sometimes.
And they're done when?
10?
Yeah, like 9:30, 10,
Yeah.
right? We lived in Dallas. We would have rager parties during that time. They would leave for the game at like 6:30. Oh, yeah. You wouldn't believe. So anyways, we would always play Eazy-E at these parties. Like we knew all the lyrics. And now I look back, I'm like, there I was like this like 16-year-old girl like busting out like, oh my God. Oh, in my automobile, you don't have to front on me. Right? Like, my God. And we would have these rager parties. And then you know what we would do? We knew her parents went to McCracken's after.
Yep.
We'd call McCracken's. And we would, I would say what we would say, but I don't want to out their names, right? We'd be like, is there? And they're like, oh, no, they just left about 5 minutes ago. And we're like, out! Out of the house!
Right now!
Out of the house! And we would all just like scatter.
Yeah.
It was so crazy.
That's awesome.
We'd shut her down. And like, I swear, every Blazer game, that's what it was in high school. And I was like, we really didn't have that much time. But man, we had pool games.
Well, you make
we
the
had
most
like
of it,
dance-offs on the Sundays. Like we did make the most of it.
So instead of having like, a whole bunch of long parties that become meaningless, they were these really good compressed events.
And our snacks, we would go down into the canning room, and all of a sudden this one guy, Ryan, I remember, he was like, hey, Jolene, you want any pickles? Like he busted into her mom's pickle cabinet, like all the canned pickles. And we ate like, he actually had them like two huge jars mounted onto this plate, and he was walking around this party giving out pickles.
That's awesome.
It was genius, right? Like it's so funny how those are like random core memories. He has since passed away.
Oh, that's too bad.
So that's like actually a pretty cherished memory that we hold of him. Like he died of suicide, sadly, but it was that pickle night is one of the funniest things ever. But yeah, I think about that. I'm like, what would I do if my daughters were friggin' getting down to Eazy-E? Jesus, that would be awful.
It would be.
Right?
But we know this because we did it.
Oh my God. So anyways, there we go.
That's awesome.
Sung by Eazy-E and Snoop on a Stoop. And maybe with a special appearance of Martha Stewart, right?
Yep.
Like, isn't that a weird mashup?
And Chuck D.
Chuck D. Okay. Oh, this is a good one.
All right.
Okay. Which one of Santa's reindeer has the same name as another holiday mascot?
Cupid.
How did you get that so quick?
Well, how many duplicate
Don't
names
you remember that I had to even just go through the list of them? I couldn't even remember their names. Jason, this is impressive, Jason.
It's my superpower.
What is this called? The claptrap?
Claptrap. Claptrap.
Claptrap. Okay.
What popular Christmas song was actually written for Thanksgiving?
Grandma got run over by a reindeer.
No. That's good, though. Jingle bells.
What?
Yeah.
That's strange.
That is strange. Do they use jingle bells in Thanksgiving in the States?
I don't know what they do. Thanksgiving is such a big deal in the States. These ones here on your page, so these were from one of our listeners.
Okay.
And we'll dive into those right now, and then we'll keep triviaing it up.
Okay. From our listeners, this is for you, Jolene.
Okay.
What was your favorite character from a Christmas-themed movie, book, or TV special?
Getting a sleigh, Max. Hate. Loathe.
That's awesome.
The Grinch.
The Grinch. He was a great Grinch.
He was so good.
Yeah, he was a great Grinch.
And my sister and I have this funny way of talking. Bello. That then became, we were watching The Grinch together, and we were like, oh my God, this is kind of like our bellow talk. And then we were like, this is crazy, because it's kind of like, this is how we talk. And my sister and I rarely actually talk normally to each other.
Really?
We use this weird thing. I'm not going to do it, guys. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it.
You're doing it.
Right? right?
It almost sounds like Sean Connery.
No, it gets even worse because then we make this special face. Actually, it was funny because someone was telling me about something that their sibling did that was embarrassing or whatever. And I was like, well, oh, that's what it was. It was a client and their kids were wishing them a happy birthday or something. And they put up this embarrassing picture of them. And I was like, well, you know what's really funny is my sister did that on a shirt of her own face, but gave the shirt to me. And it was like, my big sis loves me. And it's a picture of my sis making this face. And I'm going to show you, but it's like. And it's called our bellow face.
Yeah.
And hello, but with a B, like bellow.
Bellow.
That's how we say it, bellow. And it's this giant picture of her face. And it's really funny because she's the one that it's actually embarrassing for, not me. Right? So it's funny because I remember when I got it, I was like 17 or something. And I was still working at Thrifty's at the time. So I wore it on Boxing Day.
Oh, beautiful.
Busiest day of the year. I wore that shirt. And like, I even think there was like drool between her lips. Like, it's so funny. I'm going to pull that out again, actually. She doesn't listen to this. So I'm going to pull that out at some point and just like wear it while I'm talking to her at Christmas or something.
That's awesome.
Okay.
Here, you give me one of those from the
Yeah. Okay.
listeners.
Well, what's your favorite?
Favorite character, John McClane.
What's that from?
Die Hard.
Okay. I gotta watch Die Hard.
You gotta watch Die Hard. How
I let
could you
you
not?
down. Mm-hmm.
We watch a Die Hard movie every Christmas in our household since Griffin watched the first one. There's 5.
5.
We're watching the 5th one
Oh my God.
this Christmas Eve.
So maybe if Kevin and I have another weekend away, we won't watch
Die Hard.
rom-com. Like, we'll just watch all the Die Hards.
all the
just
Die
put them
Hards.
on.
Well, the first 2 are the only ones set at Christmas. So Die Hard 1 and Die Hard 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then Lethal Weapon. You gotta watch that too. Yeah.
Okay. And I remember those ones. Like, I remember them as kids. Actually, it was funny because we had a neighbor who, his family member gave all the VHSs to like corner stores and stuff to rent.
Yep.
So all the leftovers would go to his place. So we would literally go to our neighbor's house to rent a movie, quote unquote.
Nice.
Yeah. So I remember seeing all these movies lined up. I know we would bring them home. I just don't really remember watching them.
You probably did.
I remember pieces of them, but
yeah.
I could not recall them for you. Okay. Would you make a good mall Santa? Why or why not?
Probably not. No, I would. I would because I would get in the character of it. Because the important part about being a mall Santa is that kid who's coming up and wants that experience. So yes, I'd make a good mall Santa, and I'd make sure that kid believed he was talking to the one true, genuine Santa Claus.
Yeah. You wouldn't be bad Santa.
No, I wouldn't be bad Santa.
Who was that?
Billy Bob Thornton.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All I could think of was Pamela Anderson.
Yeah, not the same.
But wasn't she with him? Is that why I'm associating?
Maybe at one point.
I'm
She was
sure.
with What's His Nuts from Motley Crue.
I'm sure she was with Billy Bob. You guys, we gotta Google this. I gotta sort this out. I gotta sort it out very quickly. Billy Bob, like who has that name?
That's a terrible
Thornton
name.
And what did I say?
Pamela Anderson.
Pamela Anderson. Oh, maybe it was Angelina Jolie. I'm thinking of.
Yeah, and they had a vial of each other's blood hanging around their neck.
What?
Yeah.
Who is this? Is that?
That's the guy from.
Okay. No. Okay.
Motley Crue.
Okay. So it was.
Angelina Jolie.
Okay, I'm getting them mixed up, y'all. Okay.
That's all right.
Okay. So would I make a good mall Santa?
I say so. Yeah.
I prefer to do the sitting on laps. So I'm going to say no.
Hi-yo.
I'd make a better elf. Legit.
Yes, I could. Yes,
right?
you'd be a great
I
elf.
would make a way better elf.
I
don't think I would make a very good Santa.
You'd be the elf that takes the picture.
But unless I was in Mexico, because then I could be like, ho, ho, ho. I'm ho, ho, ho. So maybe in Mexico I'd be Santa.
In Mexico, you could get away with it. Okay.
There we go. Yeah.
Would you rather watch a Christmas romance, a classic animated special, or a holiday-themed horror movie?
Jason, we already know your answer.
Yeah, I know. What's yours?
Would you rather?
I would rather watch a Christmas-themed horror movie.
Okay, here's the thing. When it comes to actually paying attention and watching, I would say the classic Christmas
Animated,
yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah. They're great.
I would. I really enjoy those. But like I said, last weekend, we were up at the ski hill. It was just the two of us, me and my boyfriend. And we literally, because I never turned my TV on. And he even laughed at me the one morning I made coffee. He's like, what is this? You're already turning a TV on? I was like, yeah, because we can squeeze in as many of these cheesy Christmas movies in the background. and his way of picking them, I just picked the ones that have the most lights on the page.
Oh, nice.
Right? Like they just look the most like lightish, right? So anyways, it was really funny. So I don't like to watch those because they're so cheesy.
Oh, they're
and
horrible.
And the cinematography is so terrible. But I like them in the background. So if I'm actually going to sit down and watch, it would be the animated. But I do love the vibe that the other ones give in the background. Right?
And fair enough.
Yeah.
Some stuff is just better as background fodder.
There you go.
Exactly.
Yep. Background farters.
Farters. The last one here from our listener.
Okay.
The
Oh, what job would you have if you worked in Santa's workshop?
Oh. I would like to be the one that takes care of the reindeer. That'd be kind of cool.
And what would one do to take care of the reindeer?
You'd have to feed them, clean their poop, make sure that you polish Rudolph's nose so it glows properly, right? Like, that's important. Yeah, I think just caring for the reindeer would be pretty sweet.
Yeah. Okay.
Important job, too.
It would be.
Yeah.
It's funny because I was like, you'd have to scoop a lot of poop.
There'd be a lot of poop.
Right? I saw it was starting to snow today. The minute I got home, I was like, I gotta go scoop poop.
Scoop the poop.
Right? From the backyard. So, okay, what would I do at Santa's workshop? I would be Mrs. fucking Claus.
There you go.
I would be baking cookies. I would be feeding those goddamn elves. I would be like, Santa, where's your boots? Where's your hat? Don't forget your map. Here's your lunch.
Yeah, I could see that. I could totally see that.
I'd be taking care of everyone to be like, nobody fuck this up. I love you.
Don't fuck it up.
That would be me. I would be, and I would happily be going along. I'd even give you, stable boy, a lunch so that all of those reindeer would be good, right? So that you were taking care of them. Yeah. Yes, I would be Mrs. fucking Claus.
You could be like the Fräulein Frau of the North Pole.
What?
That was, remember Dr. Evil's German psychic lady?
Okay, good.
Lower the globe!
Bring in the laser!
I had a friend, Charlene, who could do that perfect. She was German. And she could just nail that.
I'm really glad that that's who Frau ended up being, because when you said that, that's what I thought of. And I was like, there's no way in hell he's referencing Frau.
No.
I love that. That was a very evil laugh.
Yeah, you're right.
World
I have my moment.
Yeah. Okay. How's everybody doing? What time are we at?
We're an hour in, so we should probably...
We're an hour in. Oh, damn it. We got to wrap up, and we're just getting right.
Just getting
have you guys been laughing? Is this funny? Or are you like, fuck
these guys are losers.
Are you watching a hockey game in the background? Right? Oh, World Juniors are on right now.
They would be, yep. Yep.
Or are you like drinking a peppermint Smirnoff twist with your coffee, hot cocoa, mocha, frappuccino, Beano in the morning?
Yeah. What time of day are you listening to this?
Yeah. Do you got nuts in your mouth like Jason right now?
Nuts and bolts, Jolene.
It was a pretzel. It's okay. It was a pretzel. I am going to pour again. Funny story. I'm using my kids' thermoses to bring my pre-mixed drinks
She
over.
pre-mixed a bunch of drinks.
I pre-mixed some gin. I got some Ungava gin here from Quebec, straight out of Quebec, made out of Quebec botanical whatever, something, right? Built Ford Tough. Yeah, it's a good gin. It's from Quebec, from the Arctic berries.
It is very good. Is that the one that turns purple?
No, it's a yellow color.
Okay,
and it's not something I would have bought. It was recommended to me, and it's not something I would have bought in a store because it's quite a yellow color. And I would have been like, gin is not supposed to be that color.
No.
My other favorite gin lately is that Indoggo gin, the Snoop Dogg gin, because it's strawberry infused, but it's got like artificial strawberry taste. So anyways, I used my kids' thermoses to bring it over. So there's ice still in there.
I like Ryan Reynolds' Aviation Gin.
Yeah.
That is some good gin.
I haven't tried it yet.
It's very good gin.
Okay, I have not tried it yet. So, my birthday's in February.
Okay, so you want me to give that to you for your
no,
someone?
not you. Even our listeners. Remember I told people my favorite cake was cheesecake last year? I get no fucking cheesecake for my birthday last year.
Assholes.
Yeah, right? I'll take some gin, mofos.
Let's do like 2 questions each.
Okay.
Ooh.
What's the name of the main villain in The Nightmare Before Christmas?
The Oogie Boogie.
How did you know this? Because it's a movie.
It's a movie, Jolene. It's a movie.
Ding, ding, ding. He got it. Did I take your page?
Oh, you might have.
There.
Not that it matters. What was the first company that used Santa Claus in advertising?
I want to say JCPenney, but I'm not sure.
Nope, not that one. Try again.
Is it Macy's again?
Oh. Coca-Cola.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that crazy?
Because you're like, people gonna get high and believe in this make-believe
right.
dude.
Well, I remember he was, when I was a kid, he was the big, at Christmas, you always saw the Santa with the little glass Coke bottle, right?
You know what? We were just up at Big White, and they actually had their Meet the Santa night.
Oh, cool.
And they had, I'm actually just looking for the pictures right now. They had the Coca-Cola truck there
there. See, there you go.
Yeah, and they were giving away free Coca-Cola.
That's sweet,
Interesting.
man. I would be all about that.
Yeah, that's really cool. Okay.
All right. Pick one. Pick the hardest one you can think of.
False answer,
Okay.
Jason.
False answer.
What did Frosty the Snowman do when a magic hat was placed on his head?
He break danced.
Oh, I mean, he began to dance around.
Oh, shit. Shit. Okay. He punched the closest guy in the nuts.
But
Damn it.
Isn't that what happened when somebody saw baby Jesus? Who was that?
Yeah, I kicked him in the junk.
Wait a sec. I see a theme here. Okay.
Still getting that a little bit out of my system. Okay. This is a good one.
Okay.
In the Christmas song, who did the narrator see kissing Santa Claus under the mistletoe?
Johnny is what I want to say, but...
No similar sounding name, but not Johnny.
Tommy?
No. No.
Bonnie?
No. Getting closer.
Let me... ABC. Donnie.
No.
Donnie Wahlberg. It was Donnie Wahlberg.
It was Mummy.
Fuck. That's right. Guys, this is what happens. I lose all credibility. Like,
for these, we don't need credibility, Jolene.
I know. Oh, wait. Oh. In the movie Elf, how does Buddy get to the North Pole?
He catches a ride with Santa Claus.
In what?
A sleigh?
His sack.
Oh my.
And
And on that note, our drunken Christmas episode comes to a close.
with a toffee.
Toffee.
How do you actually say it, Jason?
Toffee.
That's bullshit. Toffee.
Toffee sounds so much better.
I hope you call it a toffee forever.
I
if
will now
anybody
call it-
sees these in the store, they are called toffee.
Go up to the clerk in the grocery store and say, "Can you get me a box of toffee?" And they'll be like, "What do you mean?" You'll be like, "Shiniqua got your ass, motherfucker!"
And rolling into 2024, may you all be carried under the wings of Shiniqua.
What?
I got your ass.
Until next week, I'm Jason.
Jolene.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Motherfuckers!